What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades, and we're gonna continue our Let's Play of Katawa Shoujo. Now, I did say last time that I would skip should there be any dirty bits in between, and yes, there were. You see, what had happened was, in the last, like, probably at least a minute, Rin, kind of had a mental breakdown. She had created great pieces of art, but she wasn't happy. She herself said that she was broken and that she wasn't sure what she was doing. And Hisao went to hug her, and like, cause she was like doing the thing. She was, you know, self-relieving, I guess, as a way to like make herself happy again. I'm not entirely sure why she was doing what she was doing. But Hisao went to hug her, and then like, and then like he's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "I'm not quite sure. I feel broken. I made some amazing paintings, but I wasn't happy with it for some reason." And then at that point, Hisao was like, and she was like, "I'm just doing this because it makes me feel good." And like Hisao was like. It's like, and Hisao was like, "Want me to do it?" And then she was like, "Friends don't do this." And he's like, "I'm okay with that." And then she was like, "Okay." And then he proceeded to, you know, wax off, wax on in the lower areas of her bod. And this is like I'm just making up every single way to not say he fingered her. Essentially, that's all that happened. And now like she finished, and now they're just sitting with a blanket around them. And that's it. I hate talking about that shit. Mostly, not in a sense, like if it was with a friend, but like though in the private scenario, that'd be fine. But like this is going on the internet, so I'm just like, I don't want to say it but I need to say it. So there it is. Anyway, I reach out for a blanket and wrap it around her and me. Rin doesn't resist me. She's drained of all her strength. What will happen now? I don't know. Nothing, I suppose. You look tired. I am tired. It feels strange. Like I lost something. I mean, something else than my marital purity. Of course she would say this. This is something Rin would say. Don't say something like that. Neither of those things. I don't want to lose you. What does that mean? I'm not going anywhere. I'm afraid that you are, all the time. In that moment, I felt that it was not only Rin who lost something of hers. I felt like I was losing a part of myself, or maybe all of me. If there's one thing like that I could say that's like kind of odd about like visual novels in general, is that when love is involved, the inner monologues are so over dramatic. I would say like no teenager would ever say this, and like Hisao may be a special case because like he has had like an existential crisis in the past year, like many of those, and maybe him thinking deep thoughts is not the weirdest thing. But the thing is, like, I don't understand why visual novels need to make the inner monologue so lengthy or wordy. Like it just needs to be what's on their mind, what they're saying. Like if they're by themselves or in a quick thoughtful moment, sure, have that lengthy monologue. But the thing is, he's talking to someone right now, and it just feels weird. Like, it's the same with The Letter. I've been watching a lot of that, because I'm never going to touch that game. But it's the same with that, only I think it's a lot worse than The Letter, where it's like a long monologue, and it's animated too, so they're just like standing there, and it looks like he's been just standing there for like 3 minutes going, "Ah, yes," in his head, like having a long monologue, whatever, fine. But if you were to ask what it was that I lost, I couldn't say, because I had already forgotten it. I broke another promise by coming out with my honest feelings to Rin. That's 2 in one day. I hate the distance between you and me. So every time it gets a little bit closer, I'm afraid of losing it. That's weird. I guess so. Do you mind if I sleep a little? No, I guess you don't. You like watching, don't you? She closes her eyes and swallows with a loud gulp, trying to relax herself, fighting against the urge to paint. Yes, I do. Rin moves her body in my arms, searching for a comfortable position in our very uncomfortable position. She leans against me, closing her eyes, and lets one long breath out before settling into a steady rhythm of sleep. With the last moment of awareness, she whispers something to me, but I can't hear it. Rin drifts deeper into sleep with a deep sigh that releases all remaining tension from her muscles. I try to shift around to place both of us more comfortably. It takes a while because I don't want to wake up Rin, even though she probably... Oh, what the fuck? Even though she probably wouldn't, but eventually I find a position I'm somewhat comfortable with. I lean against the soft cushions of the couch and breathe in the cool air of the atelier. Rin's head rests against my chest as if she were listening to my heartbeats. Echoes of her dream ripple as small twitches on her face, like a cat sleeping on the mouse hunter's dream. The full moon shining her pale light upon us from beyond the skylight reflects from a blank canvas standing forgotten on the easel. Its whiteness is glowing against the dark night of the atelier. That's nice. So I'm not quite sure if they're a thing yet. I'm genuinely not sure. Because, like, this is one of those things where it's like, we didn't really have sex, and I said my feelings, but you haven't said your feelings. So where are we? We're in this gray area, and I'm in the gray shirt. Oops, I didn't read that. Through the grogginess of a freshly wakened mind, I can observe my surroundings only one thing at a time. The morning light shining from the skylight is bright and sky-colored. It reflects from the white walls and the colorful posters and paintings. I hope nobody at school realized that I spent the night here. They didn't find out the last time, so I'm feeling confident about my chances. That's a good thing to worry about, to be honest. My neck is stiff and my shoulders are hurting like hell from sleeping in an awkward position like that. I didn't get the feeling. Yeah. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. Only the full moon and Rin warm against me. I can't remember her waking up either, leaving my side. However, she has. Rin is standing in the middle of the atelier, looking as if she was lost. She's not looking at anything. I can see, not doing anything, just standing there. Hold on, I'm adjusting the camera slightly. She's managed to dress up a little by herself, a strange thing. I thought that at least would have been impossible without hands. Yeah, that's one thing that like kind of weirds me out. I'm just like, how does she get dressed by herself? Especially with the overalls, because like, how do you put that on? Probably a lot of wiggling. I get up and walk to her, patting her on the shoulder to get her attention. Hey. She flinches at the contact. I've never seen Rin flinch. Rin looks a bit panicky, a bit anxious, a bit defensive. It's as if she were a completely different person last night. Perhaps she was. My heart dropped straight down to my stomach, full of liquid nitrogen. I'm sort of sorry. Why sorry? It wasn't very tactful of me, last night. But isn't that sort of thing something you want, because you like me? So blunt. I'm completely baffled by Rin's approach to this. No, even if it was, I think I prefer for things to go properly. Rin cocks her head, looking like she has no idea what I'm talking about. She still has this guarded feel about her, but nothing that belies any real emotion. So you don't want that sort of thing. I didn't say that. So you do? I didn't say that either. Listen, it doesn't even matter. I just don't think it was the best thing I could have done in that situation, and I tried to apologize. I wonder if for whose benefit I'm trying to come clear with these feelings. I don't even know why I'm feeling so terribly guilty. Maybe. I don't think it was a very good idea either. Probably. It's like you said, we're not like that. We are friends. It was a bad idea. Maybe you should forget about it, and I will too. I'm really good at forgetting things, so it should be alright with me. Oh, that's kind of a jerky thing to say, but this is Rin, so I can't do that. Why? Because I like you, that's why. I told you shouldn't talk about that. I don't agree. Besides, you brought it up yourself before. I held my hand up and pinched the bridge of my nose in frustration. I have no idea how to get Rin to understand. I hate that Rin can't clearly tell what she feels about anything. I hate that she's sending these confusing signals, expecting me to read her mind. Do you hate me? She actually thinks about this for some time. I don't hate anything. I don't think I'm a hateful person. Then what am I to you? Help me understand. I try to sound as reasonable as I can, but I don't know if it will help. Rationally thinking, this is the only way to get her to understand my point of view. Problem is, rationality was never really a thing for Rin. It doesn't restrict her like it restricts me. It's not her driving force. It doesn't make her behave like a normal person. I can't. The same answer. I feel so powerless. I feel frustrated. Why? I don't think you'd understand. I'm not sure if I do. Oh, whoa, why is the music off? Jesus Christ, how long has the music been off? My bad, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so apparently the one is I need... The answer is I need to understand. I need to understand why. I'm not going to give up, Rin's shoulders slumps and she frowns. I know. I do want to be there for you, but I can't do that unless I know how. Just let me do this the way I want. That's all. Fine. I don't care. You wanted to change? You wanted to destroy yourself? You wanted this exhibition more than anything, right? Yes. Okay, then do it. She doesn't respond or even show acknowledgement of understanding. I'm grinding my teeth together, frustrated beyond anything I thought possible. I want to grab Rin's shoulders and shake her until she comes to her senses. I look at her, and in that moment, I know with crystal clear certainty that there is nothing I can do for Rin. None of the words I know would reach her, but still. I think that for whatever reason, you think it's important for you to go this way all the way to the end, even if it's not healthy for you, on many different levels. But it'll have nothing to do with it. I can't accept being treated like this and not understanding the reasons for it. I'm finished here. The full weight of what I said sinks in the silence between us. Rin doesn't show any reaction, nor even blink her eyes. She just stares at or through me quietly. That's fine. Her voice is perfectly calm, emotionless like an announcement that at 7:30 train will be 7 minutes late. With those words, Rin made her choice, and I made mine. If either of us secretly wanted to change our minds, it's too late for that. I took a hard, long look at Rin, hoping that it conveys my feelings. Without knowing whether or not it does, I leave the atelier for the last time, feeling empty and anxious like so many times before. Time for the next chapter. Dream. To dream a dream. I'm making it time for class, though not in time for breakfast. Oops. What the hell? Oh sure, my freaking scrolls can work when I'm not clicked in, but not anything else. The classroom is bathing in the gentle light of the sun. It means that it's going to be intolerably hot in the afternoon. For now, though, it's pleasant. I look at Misha and Shizune's animated discussion about whatever, Hanako staring out of the classroom window, Muto stumbling into the classroom 4 minutes late and with no recollection of what he's supposed to be teaching today. I could never imagine dropping out of school just like that, even if it's only for a few weeks. On the other hand, Rin doesn't seem to have a problem with the idea or going through with it. Then again, somehow I got caught along her insane installation, even if we ended up hurting each other. Or did we? Maybe only I got hurt. It's hard to say with a girl like Rin. I don't know many girls like Rin that are a complete enigma to read. Like most of the girls I know usually have their heart in their sleeve or are somewhat guarded, but you could still read them. I'm trying to think if I know someone who is completely unreadable like Rin. I know one person that's completely unreadable, but it's not a girl. He is one of my professors at college, or one of my former professors. Yeah, so like it's one of those. That's one of the things where I'm just like I don't know anyone in my life that I know like on a deep personal level that's completely unreadable. I know very few people like that. Oh well. Oh, and the scene transition already. It takes me until late in the afternoon to realize that today is Monday. The art club meets today. Not just that, due to the exams, this will be the last art club meeting before summer vacation. Without Rin, it feels pretty pointless to go there, but I want to talk with the teacher. The meeting itself isn't noteworthy, just as my skills with watercolors are not worth mentioning. Aww. Nomiya tries to encourage us and advise me without sounding too condescending, but he's not doing a very good job of it. If nothing else, joining the art club has taught me that I like art. It would be nice if I could actually try and make some art in the art club, though. After the fruits of everyone's labor have been piled into a neat stack on the teacher's desks, he clears his throat and gives a little speech. That's it for this trimester, everyone. His voice is pretty loud and way too enthusiastic for it to be genuine. Next meeting after summer vacation on Monday of the first week of next term. I hope to see everyone there again. Hang on, guys. Let me just... Sorry about that, guys. Have a nice vacation. Everyone wishes them a nice vacation back as I file out the door. I stay behind waiting until the two of us are alone. It's almost dinner time, so I don't have to wait long. Nomiya is looking through the paintings, some of which are actually pretty nice. Rin might outclass everyone in the art club, but she isn't the only one with talent. Excuse me, sensei? What is it, Nakai? He raises his eyebrows questioningly, smiling wildly. It's about Rin. Oh, is something wrong with Tezuka? No, but... I hesitate for a split second, not certain how to say what I want to say, giving Nomiya enough time to start blabbering by himself. I saw her a few days ago when I was passing by at Saya's gallery. She said she'd get 1 or 2 more paintings done before the exhibition. I was quite pleased. She's surprisingly a hard worker. I'd always thought she was a bit lazy, doing what she wants instead of the assignments. He seems to notice my anxiety and realize he's digressing, shutting up before finishing the thought. Ah, but you had something to talk about. What is it? I don't know. She feels detached from everything, as if she can't think of anything but the exhibition. Well, isn't that good? She's focused on her painting, as she should be. But this is different. It's like she's obsessed. I went to see her and... Have you been bothering her? He cuts it before I finish saying what I meant to say, instantly looking quite irritated. No, I don't think so. I'm just concerned because she stopped coming to school completely. She feels strange, too. Stranger than usual, at the very least. Humbug! This is much more important for her than some lousy math class or physics or whatever. This is exactly why the school is so flexible, to give every student a chance to fulfill themselves. I've never seen Nomiya with that face. I don't think there's a single time I've seen Nomiya with that face. Jesus Christ. Tezuka's a painter, so she should paint, no? And have an exhibition. That's what artists do. She should be allowed to concentrate on that, not on these other frivolous classes. She should be encouraged. If you think about it, it's really quite obvious. Her counter arguments are not very convincing, but I'm having a hard time trying to make any kind of rebuttal. My grudging silence is interpreted as assent, and Nomiya turns to shuffle the stack of turned-in assignments on his desk like a deck of cards. I have to say, while we're talking about Tezuka's exhibition, I'm very excited to see how it turns out. She's still so young, yet has such wonderful skill and style. He's talking to the air, to relax the mood that's got a bit too negative. I take it that you will be attending? Yeah, I guess so. Well, we'll meet there next. I take that as my cue to leave, and I do, although I'm not happy about it. My message didn't get through, to say the least. Yeah, I can understand why it didn't get through at all. Because this is one of those things where it's like the teacher is very passionate about it as well, and he wants his students to succeed. And what he thinks is the good thing is for Rin to focus 100% on the painting. Which, yes, that makes sense. But also, like, he's not, like, seeing it past the surface level. He's seeing Rin focusing and putting 110% into the painting, while Hisao's seeing this as Rin's acting weird. Anyway. Rin, the day after all the missed opportunities and things I should have said come crashing down on me. There's nothing left to do afterwards but brood. Hello? Why is everything black and white? Second day, I begin to feel anxious. I start doubting my doubt, and feel stupid, especially since I still can't think about anything else but Rin. Wow, we're just skipping through days, huh? Third day, Japanese exam and world history exam. Great. The things I hate most about her is that she can make me feel this awful, even though I should be focusing on entirely different stuff right now. Fourth day, math exam. We have a math exam. It goes how it goes. I don't care. Fifth day, when Nomiya asks again if I will attend the opening exhibition, I can't say no to him even though I seriously want to. I just don't want to discuss with him anything Rin related, so it's just better to take the path of least resistance. Wow, okay. On the sixth day, the day before the exhibition opening, I find Rin standing in the hallway in front of my room when I return to the dorms after dinner. What are you doing here? My tone is angrier than I intended. I'm a little disappointed that I was unable to restrain myself, but it can't be helped. Everything comes crashing down in this event! It's gonna suck. I think I know what's gonna happen, though. I can only guess what's gonna happen at the exhibition, but I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen. Rin just stands there like she just happened to coincidentally be standing around here, where she has no business being. The way she reacts so coolly to everything annoys me now. This is not good. It's been 6 days and the sight of her has me boiling. She hasn't even opened her mouth yet. Finished painting. Shouldn't you be at the gallery, preparing? They said no. I guess the gallery owner does that part then, getting the paintings framed, hung on the walls and whatnot. So, why are you here? Felt like it. The same old stupid pattern emerges again. Me asking her questions to which she replies with answers that don't answer anything. Because that's the only way we can converse. Hisao, you're getting a little heated. Like you said you were boiling already, and I get it. I get your anger, and it's totally justified. But the thing is, being angry doesn't really help. At least in this situation. Apart from me listening to her blabbering about whatever, which isn't really a conversation. Is this a play? Are there some unseen roles that we've unknowingly set ourselves into, dictating the rules of engagement whenever we see each other, inevitably leading us to hurting each other? Her nonchalant answers, accompanied by even more nonchalant shrugs, leave me none the wiser. I guess I should be happy that the exhibition preparations are complete. When I walk into my room, I hear her footsteps following me in. I didn't invite her in. I won't ask her to leave. She claims my bed without asking permission, making me wish that I had taken the time to make it before I left in the morning. She stands up again as though she sat in hot coals. I half lean against a single corner of my desktop that isn't cluttered with stuff to rest my legs at least a little bit. Rin spends a few moments glancing curiously around my room. It makes me realize that she's never seen it before. For a moment, she actually looks like she's concentrating, trying to get everything. This must be the eye for detail that makes her an artist. Since the room is small, she quickly runs out of things to look at, but nothing else transpires, allowing the uncomfortable silence to take over the atmosphere. The mood is chilly to say the least. The both of us are on guard, waiting for the other to make the first move. Of course, Red could play this game forever, so it has to be me. So, I give up because she never tried to open the conversation, and because it seems that she wants to say something, and I want to get it over with. Why else would she want to be here if she didn't want to talk? I don't know what to say myself. I want to be angry, but I can't bring myself to yell at her or anything. My voice catches her attention, and she tries to search for words as well, but it seems that she's not entirely certain as to why she's here either. And so Rin takes a few steps to close the distance between us and rises on the tip of her toes to even out the height difference. It was a bad idea. Maybe she'll forget about it, and I will too. It's a reflex and almost an afterthought. The words no, yes, and maybe simultaneously resurfaced inside my mind. My hand is between her lips and mine, a wall I raise to guard against something. Her breath feels warm against my fingers. The scent of her skin lingers about, the mysterious, indescribable sensation that captures me and draws my eyes deep into hers. The look in her eyes is surprised, quizzical as to why the impertinent hand prevented her advances. Her eyes are really big and glistening with moisture, staring right into my own with a soft gaze that I'm having a hard time to match. Rin's half-open mouth makes her look even more confused, although the sensual way her lips are arching is signaling something completely different. Please. I need you. The words coming from her throat are a coarse whisper meant only for me, bypassing her tongue and teeth without giving them any chance to interrupt. They sober me in an instant, and I clumsily flinch back to get a little bit of distance between us, painfully scraping against my desk in the process. Wow, I can't read when the drama is high. I have a minute. I'm gonna keep going. I have a minute. Maybe it's her choice of words. Maybe it's the way she says it. But it's something that in it parts me off. Something is wrong. Something is terribly wrong again. Need me for what? All the unpleasant feelings emerge again, and I feel my heartbeat suddenly increasing at least tenfold. Rin's eyes go out of focus and back again as her body relaxes from its tense state as she stands upright again. I don't think I was thinking about anything. Why do you drop patterns in the dust on your night table? There's a word for that kind of thing, but I can't remember. Her remark almost throws me off track, and I glance over her shoulder at the small table next to my bed. I can't see anything from this distance. She needs me for nothing specific. Just happened to come by because she thought I'd be glad to see her after she shut me out. No complaints accepted for a week. Complete altruistic motives? Felt like it. Bullshit. I can answer myself. To play mind games with whenever you want. To kiss whenever you want. To ignore whenever you want. To fulfill your whims whenever you want. Is that it? Is that what you need me for? I don't like the anger, Hisao. It's kinda mean. My voice is sounding very angry again, even to myself. Good. Wow, okay. Rin 2 finally catches the mood, and her curious expression changes instantly to something more uncharacteristic. No. She leaves it at that, her eyes restlessly wandering around, searching the room as if the words she tries to find were written in the tapestries of my wall. Then what? I needed to paint. Paint. Of course, that's what artists do. The words reverberate through my being, beating in my blood over the piercing whistle of my anger. Don't give me that, Rin. I'm not some damn muse of yours, free to play with for the sake of painting. I'm not some medium for whatever you aspire to. I am me. So what if I don't know anything about my future? There's things I want, things I care about. Even I can dream of other things other than nightmares. I'm yelling, but I'm way past the point of caring about things like that. Rin looks down at her toes, wiggles them a little melancholically, while she takes in my outburst without saying anything to defend herself. Only after I've finished does she try to respond somehow. I can't do anything else. I can't do anything else. Or I can do all sorts of things, but I can't do... It's the only thing I sort of do properly most of the time. I understand completely. Art first, everything else second, or 1,000th. What about me? Am I nothing? When I was interested in art, did that make you feel like I was a little interesting for a little while? Tell me, I really want to know. Did you ever think about my perspective, or is it just all you? The words rise like a bile in my throat. She looked alarmed, and almost completely uncomprehending. It's as if she doesn't understand what I'm angry about. I can't believe she could be so stupid. I didn't want to. This time it's Rin who's interrupting herself in mid-sentence. Don't you understand? I can't. Can't what? You can never explain. How am I supposed to understand anything if you never say anything? Why don't you ever talk? Say something. But she doesn't. Venting my anger at her feels satisfying. It feels wrong to take so much satisfaction in it, but I can't stop. Not wanting to face my anger head on, Rin turns around to steadfastly look out of the window, even though there's nothing to look at. The worst of my ire is gone. I shut up as I can't be bothered to keep on yelling at the back of her head, so silence finally returns. I try to discern some hints of her reaction through my adrenaline-distorted vision. My feedback was not the best kind, but I hope Rin got the clue that she can't ignore everything else whenever she feels like it. I hate it if she doesn't. She never listens to anything, so she's so unaffected by the world around her. Not this time, it seems. Her body is shaking from holding back tears. I already know that Rin is not crying. Her indifference made me so furious. Now that it's gone, I'm at a loss. I wonder, did I go too far? Look, Go away. Go away, Hisao. But this is my room! Her voice is tiny and tired as she says this, but I hear the words clear as day. What is there to say anymore? This is my room. The blunt, hollow remark is a fitting conclusion to this unpleasant discussion that became an event more unpleasant and very one-sided yelling match. After a moment of collecting herself, Rin just gives up. I can see it from the way she slumps her shoulders and walks out. Even though she deliberately looks the other direction, I can see how she's biting the corner of her lip so hard it might start bleeding if she won't stop. As she makes her exit, I realize that she left the door open when she came in, and my yelling must have echoed around the dorm hallways. I sigh. Now that she's gone, I'm left alone with my guilt. I'm gonna end it there. I'm really over time. So, wow! I think the only other time that Hisao got this angry, was with, or at least conflicted, or maybe angry is the right word, was with Emmy, when she would not, let him in. And now Rin is just, an enigma that he's trying his hardest to unravel, and he likes her, and he doesn't get it, and she doesn't get it. It's just a breakdown of communication right here. So, yeah, I get it and I don't get it. Mostly because Rin is such a hard person to read. That, I can't really understand why she just won't talk. But I also get the confusion of emotions. Emotions are always hard to put to words. It's you never really know what a person's feeling unless you're them. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me or from this series, hit the subscribe button. And you're not exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and I hope you've enjoyed your day in the Shades. See you guys next time. Bye.